My girlfriend said something that changed everything between us. Stop acting like we're married. We're just dating. And you know what I said back? You're absolutely right. Those 4 words started a chain reaction that neither of us saw coming. I split every bill right down the middle, stopped driving across town to pick her up, started making plans without even thinking to include her. 2 weeks. That's all it took. 2 weeks later, she was on her knees begging me to go back to how things were before. Let me take you back to the beginning, because you need to understand who I was in this relationship. I'm 39 years old, and I'd been dating Monica for 2 years. She was 30. We didn't live together, but here's the thing. I treated this woman like she was already my wife. Every single date, I paid. Every single time we went somewhere, I drove 40 minutes each way to pick her up. 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back. It didn't matter where we were going. I was there. And when she was between jobs, which happened 3 separate times, I helped with her car payments. I even covered her phone bill because, honestly, it just made sense since I had a family plan. Why wouldn't I? That's what you do when you're building something real with someone, right? Last month, we were out at dinner with her friends. Nice place, good food, the kind of spot where the cocktails have fancy names and cost more than a decent lunch. One of her friends, trying to make conversation, asked the question everyone had been dancing around. When were we getting married? And Monica, she didn't just answer. She laughed. Not one of those cute, nervous laughs either. It was that dismissive snort she does, the one that makes you feel about 2 inches tall. God, why does everyone keep asking that? She said, loud enough for the whole table to hear. We're just dating. Kevin needs to stop acting like we're married already. It's honestly suffocating sometimes. The table went silent. You could have heard a pin drop. I took a slow sip of my $18 cocktail, the one I was paying for, and I smiled. Just smiled and said, "You're absolutely right." She looked surprised, like she'd been expecting a fight. "What?" she asked. "You're right," I said again. "We're just dating. I've been overthinking this whole thing." She smiled then, that relieved smile, and rubbed my arm like she was proud of me for finally understanding. See, that wasn't so hard to admit. Then the check came. $340 for the table. Usually, I wouldn't even think twice. I'd just grab it, slide my card in, and that would be that. But not this time. This time, I pulled out my phone and started doing math. So that's $68 each for you 5, right? Dead silence. You could feel the tension spreading across the table like spilled wine. Monica's friend Desiree spoke first, her voice careful. I usually covered it when I thought we were building something serious." I cut her off. But Monica just clarified, "We're just dating, so $68 each." Monica's face went from pale to red in about 2 seconds flat. "Babe, stop being weird," she hissed at me. "I'm not being weird," I said, keeping my voice calm and even. "I'm respecting your boundaries. You said I was suffocating you by acting like we're married, so let's keep it casual." She paid her share. Her friends paid theirs. Every single one of them. The ride home was the kind of silent that makes your ears ring. That was a Thursday. The beginning of the end, though neither of us knew it yet. Friday morning rolled around, and my phone lit up with a text from Monica asking what time I'd be picking her up for her cousin's wedding that weekend. "I'm not," I texted back. Simple as that. "You can drive yourself or Uber." Her response was immediate. "What?" "Kevin, I already are SVPD." That was back when I thought we were serious. I wrote, "But we're just dating, remember?" Driving an hour and a half each way to be your +1 at a family wedding feels pretty marriage-like. I'm sure you understand. She called me 15 times. 15. I didn't answer a single one. I was too busy updating my dating app profile to looking for something serious. Saturday came around, and while Monica was at that wedding, I went golfing with my buddy Derek. We had a great time, knocked back a few beers at the 19th hole, and I posted a story of us laughing and having fun. She viewed it within minutes. I could see the times. Her text came through almost immediately. Having fun without me. Yep, I replied. You were right. This casual thing is liberating. Monday morning, she called asking for a ride to work. Her car was making some weird noise, grinding or something. Can't help you there, I told her. Maybe try that mechanic your ex recommended. The one you still text sometimes. Are you serious right now? She snapped. As serious as we're not, I said. She had to Uber. Cost her $34 each way. $68 round trip just to get to work and back. That evening, she showed up at my place unannounced. Let herself in with the key I'd given her 8 months ago, back when I thought we were building toward something permanent. We need to talk about your attitude, she announced. I was making dinner. Steak for one. What attitude? I asked, not looking up from the pan. I'm just following your lead. This isn't what I meant, she said, and I could hear the frustration creeping into her voice. What did you mean then? I asked. She hesitated. I didn't want the pressure. Everyone keeps asking about marriage and babies, and I'm not ready. Cool, I said. Neither am I, not with someone I'm just dating. So what? You're punishing me? She demanded. Punishing? No, I'm adjusting my investment to match yours. You want casual? This is casual. That's when she noticed it. My phone lit up on the counter with a dating app notification. Her eyes went wide. Are you fucking kidding me? What? I asked, genuinely confused. We're just dating. You never said we were exclusive. We've been together 2 years. She shouted. No, I corrected her. We've been dating for 2 years. Big difference, according to you. She threw her tea at me, the mug and everything, and stormed out. I spent the next 10 minutes cleaning tea off my kitchen wall. Holy shit, did this thing escalate fast. Monica started what I can only describe as a propaganda campaign. She told everyone who would listen that I was financially abusing her because I stopped paying for everything. Her mum called me, to tell me I was a manipulation artist. Those were her exact words. Diane, I said, trying to keep my voice level, your daughter told a room full of people that we're just casually dating. I'm responding accordingly. After 2 years, you know she has commitment issues because of her dad, she shot back. And that's not my problem to fix with my wallet, I said. She hung up on me. Then Monica's car actually broke down. Like, for real this time. Transmission issue. The quote came back at $2,400. She called me crying, really crying. Kevin, please. I need help. You know I can't afford this. Have you tried asking someone you're in a serious relationship with? I asked. Stop being petty, she sobbed. I'm not being petty, I told her. I'm being logical. I spent roughly $2,000 a month on our casual relationship. That stops now. 2,000. You're insane, she said. I pulled up my spreadsheet. Yeah, I'd been tracking everything. Your phone bill, $85. Gas for all those pickups, $250. Dates, $800 minimum. Your random emergencies, usually another $500 to $700. Plus the 3 months I covered your car payment at $400 each. Want me to continue? Silence on the other end. That's what I do for someone I'm building a future with, not for someone I'm just dating. She hung up, but here's where it gets good. Thursday night, she posted on Instagram. One of those vague, dramatic posts. When you realize your worth and stop accepting the bare minimum. My boy Derek screenshot it and sent it to me with a gif of Elmo surrounded by flames. She's wild, bro. I commented on her post, public for everyone to see. Bare minimum. I have the receipts that say otherwise, but go off. Queen. She deleted the post within an hour, but not before about 50 people saw my comment and the chaos that followed. Her best friend Natalie called me that night. Kevin, what's your endgame here? No endgame, I said. Just matching energy. She loves you, Natalie insisted. She loves what I do for her. There's a difference. She's been crying for days, and I asked, "You're really going to throw away 2 years over one comment?" Natalie pressed. She threw it away when she minimized what we had in front of everyone. I'm just honoring her wishes. Friday afternoon, Monica showed up at my office. Security called up to tell me my girlfriend was there. Tell them you're just someone I'm dating, I told her over the phone. See if they let you up then. They didn't. She waited by my car for 2 hours. I came out with my co-worker Vanessa, who was laughing at something on her phone. Monica's face when she saw us together was absolutely priceless. Who's she? Monica demanded. A co-worker, I said casually. We're grabbing drinks. Casual ones. Nothing serious. Vanessa, God bless her, played right along. Yeah, super casual. Just friends, she said, winking at Monica. We left Monica standing there in the parking garage, looking like her world was falling apart. Vanessa and I really were just friends, but Monica didn't need to know that. Vanessa thought the whole situation was hilarious and insisted on buying the first round just for the entertainment value. We laughed about it all night. Monica went nuclear after that. She started showing up everywhere. My gym at 6 in the morning, and this woman hates mornings. Like, genuinely despises them. The sports bar where I watch games, even though she always called sports boring and said she'd rather watch paint dry. Even my work happy hours, the ones she used to call corporate drone gatherings. Each time, she had a different strategy. At the gym, she wore those yoga pants I bought her for Christmas. Tried to work out next to me on the machines. I moved to the other side of the gym. She followed. I left at the sports bar. She showed up with Natalie and 2 guys I didn't recognize. They sat 2 tables over, laughing extra loud at everything, trying to make sure I noticed. I ignored them and actually had a great conversation with a woman at the bar about the game. Monica accidentally spilled a drink walking past us. The bartender banned her for 2 weeks. At my work happy hour, this was bold. She showed up in a dress I'd never seen before, looking incredible, and tried to charm my co-workers. Started telling stories about when we went to Napa, our favorite restaurant, all these intimate details. My co-worker Brad, absolute legend, looked at her and said, "Wait, I thought you guys were just dating." Kevin said you made that pretty clear. She excused herself to the bathroom and never came back. Then came the financial reality check. Her roommate moved out, and Monica couldn't afford the place alone. She asked if she could stay with me temporarily. Why would I let someone I'm casually dating move in? I asked. Because I'm about to be homeless, she said, her voice rising. You're about to be inconvenienced. There's a difference. Get a new roommate or a cheaper place. You live in a 3-bedroom house alone, she shot back. Yep, and I love it. She called me heartless. I reminded her that Heartless would be leading someone on for 2 years while taking their money and giving them girlfriend benefits without the commitment. "I gave you girlfriend benefits," she said. "You gave me exactly what you wanted to give, just like I'm doing now." This is when Monica made her fatal mistake. She contacted my ex, Teresa. Teresa and I ended things amicably 5 years ago. We still exchange Christmas cards. She's married with twins now, living her best life. Monica knew all this. Monica fed her some sob story about how I was emotionally manipulating her and asked if I'd done the same thing to Teresa back when we were together. Teresa called me laughing so hard she could barely breathe. Did she really think I'd help her after she openly admitted you were just a wallet to her? Wait, what? I asked. Teresa forwarded me the messages. Monica had actually written, "He took care of everything financially. And now he's using it against me just because I said we weren't married. How did you deal with his control issues?" Teresa's response was perfection. Control issues. Kevin paid for everything because he's generous and was building a future with you. I dumped him because I wasn't ready for marriage and felt guilty taking advantage of his generosity. Sounds like you have no guilt though. Good luck with that. I posted the screenshot on my Instagram story with the caption, "When your ex has more respect for you than your current situation." Monica absolutely lost her mind. Showed up at my house at 11 at night, banging on the door hard enough to wake the neighbors. "Take it down now," she demanded. "No, Kevin, please. Everyone's seeing it. My co-workers, my family. Should have thought about that before you tried to recruit my ex," I said through the door. I was desperate. "I love you. You love my lifestyle. There's a difference." "That's not true," she insisted, but her voice cracked. "Okay, prove it then," I said, opening the door just enough to see her face. "Date me without the financial support. Pay your own way. Drive yourself. Handle your own problems. Do that for 6 months, then we'll talk about getting serious." Her face told me everything I needed to know. That's not fair. You make 3 times what I make. And I dated you when you were unemployed. 3 times. "I can't afford to date like we used to," she admitted. "Then we'll date like you can afford," I said. "Picnics, home-cooked meals, walks in the park. You know, things people do when they actually enjoy each other's company." The silence stretched out between us for what felt like forever. Finally, she spoke. "That's not the relationship I want. And being an ATM isn't the relationship I want," I said. She left. The extinction burst arrived, but not how you'd expect. Monica did something I didn't see coming. She got strategic. She found herself a rebound, some finance bro named Garrett she met on an app. Dude had a Tesla and a hair transplant that wasn't fooling anyone with eyes. She brought him to all our mutual spots, all the places we used to go together, and posted Instagram stories of him buying her dinner with captions like, "This is how a real man treats a lady." Derek sent me the screenshots. "Bro, you seeing this?" "Yep, good for her. You're not bothered." "Why would I be?" I asked. She found someone else to pay for her lifestyle. That's exactly what I expected. What Monica didn't expect was for Garrett to be an even bigger player than she was. See, my co-worker Vanessa's sister Priya matched with Garrett on the same app. He was taking her out too. And another woman named Kayla. Dude had a whole rotation going, like he was running a franchise. I didn't expose him. Didn't need to. Players always tell on themselves. 2 weeks into their relationship, Monica posted about their romantic weekend getaway to wine country. Except Garrett also posted from a completely different location with a completely different woman. The comments on Monica's post were brutal. Sis, check his page. Is your man in 2 places at once? This is embarrassing. Delete this. She deleted everything and called me at 2 in the morning, crying hysterically. Did you know? She sobbed. Know what? About Garrett, I asked. We're not together, remember? Your dating life isn't my business. Kevin, please. I made a mistake. You were right. I want us back. No, I said. You want your ATM back. That's not the same thing. That's not Monica. You literally couldn't even agree to date me without the money. Your first rebound was another guy with money. You haven't learned anything. I have, she insisted. I realize now what I had. What you had was a man who loved you enough to invest in a future together. What you gave back was embarrassment and disrespect. I'll go to therapy, she said desperately. Great. Do it for yourself, not for me. You're really done. I've been done since you laughed at the idea of marrying me. She sobbed harder. That's not what I meant. Yes, it was. And you know what? Thank you, what? Thank you for showing me who you really are, before I wasted more time and money, before I actually proposed, before we had kids. You did me a favor. She hung up, but Monica wasn't done. She made one last play that backfired spectacularly. She convinced her mum to call my mum. Now, my mother is a retired high school principal who raised 4 boys, mostly alone, after my dad passed when I was 15. She doesn't play games, and she doesn't suffer fools. Monica's mum, Diane, called her with this whole sob story about how I was breaking her baby's heart and ruining her financially. Mum listened patiently, letting Diane get it all out, then responded in that calm, measured voice that used to terrify misbehaving students. Diane, your daughter is 36 years old. If she can't support herself without my son's money, that's your failure as a parent, not his as a boyfriend. Kevin's father died when he was 15, and he still managed to put himself through college and build a career. What's Monica's excuse? Diane sputtered something about different circumstances. Mum continued, your daughter publicly humiliated my son, told everyone he was suffocating her for treating her well. Now she wants him back because the bank account closed. I raised my boys better than to fall for that. Then Mum called me. Kevin, that girl's mother is as entitled as she is. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. You're dodging a bullet, baby. Thanks, Ma. Your daddy would be proud of how you handled this. Don't you dare take her back. Wasn't planning on it. It's been a month since that dinner, and here's where everyone landed. Monica is still single. Garrett ghosted her after the wine country fiasco, disappeared like he never existed. She's been posting those inspirational quotes on social media about knowing your worth and how the right man will come along. You know the ones. She also started a GoFundMe for her car repairs. It's raised $47 so far. Natalie contributed $20. She moved back in with her mum. Diane posted about how adult children always have a home to come back to, with about 15 heart emojis. The comments were a mix of sympathy from other moms and laughing emojis from everyone who knew the real story. Last week, Monica sent me a 4-page email. 4 pages. It included an itemized list of everything she claimed she did for me in the relationship. Cooking dinner twice, meeting my mum, going to my company Christmas party. A calculation of what she thinks I owe her for. Emotional labor, a payment plan for me to help with her car repairs, as a good faith gesture, and a bizarre section about how this was all a test to see if I really loved her. I responded with 3 words. New phone, She showed up at my office again. This time, I had her trespassed. Security has her photo now. She's officially banned from the building. Derek's been calling the whole situation the Great Reckoning of 2024. He even made a meme of Monica's face when I asked for separate checks that night, the moment everything changed. It's become legendary in our friend group. Vanessa and I actually did start dating. Turns out spending 3 weeks roasting my ex together was a solid foundation for something real. She pays for every other date, drives herself, and last week, when her car battery died, she called O, not me. Though I did meet her there with coffee because I'm not a monster. First time she stayed over, she saw my spreadsheet of Monica expenses. Yes, I still had it open on my laptop. She whistled low. $24,000 a year, bro. You were basically paying alimony to someone you weren't even married to. Yeah, well, live and learn. For that money, you could have leased a nice car, or dated someone who actually liked me, she said, laughing. Well, I like you and I'll buy my own damn dinner. My mum loves Vanessa, says. She has backbone, that she's the kind of woman who knows her worth but doesn't weaponize it. Monica still texts from random numbers, occasionally. Last one was, I hope you know you ruined my life. I really did love you. I didn't respond, but I did think about it. She didn't ruin her life. She revealed it. The life she had was built on someone else's foundation, on my wallet and my willingness to invest in what I thought was our future. When I removed that foundation, it all collapsed. And that's not my problem anymore. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Since everyone's asking, yes, I kept receipts of everything. Every payment, every dinner, every car payment, every emergency expense. My accountant actually thanked me because I can write off some of those gifts as losses. Silver lining, I guess. To the people saying I was too harsh. She literally laughed at the idea of commitment after I'd been fully committed for 2 years. Laughed in front of her friends. I just gave her exactly what she asked for. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Vanessa says hi, by the way, and wants everyone to know she paid for our anniversary dinner last week, because that's what adults in equal partnerships do. That's what real relationships look like. Monica found this post, sent me a screenshot with "this is illegal" typed underneath. My lawyer says, and I quote, "Lol, no it's not. Die mad about it. Peace out, Reddit. I'm going to go split a pizza with my girlfriend. 50-50, like adults."